Hey, what is up guys? My name is Dylan, aka Lunatunes, and today we're back with another no skill required video where I give 3 tips that require little to no skill but will make you better at the game. And today we are going to be covering my main of mains, Reinhardt. So let's get straight into tip number 1, the corner fire strike. So one of Reinhardt's best abilities, as you probably know, is going to be his E ability, the fire strike. It's his best way to gain ultimate charge and really take down some squishies in the backline. Of course, it goes through barriers, so you can hit squishies in the backline fairly easily. Let your DPS finish them off. However, when you use this ability, it leaves Reinhardt very vulnerable. I know when I play Roadhog, generally if there's an enemy Reinhardt, I am just staring at the enemy Reinhardt, waiting for him to fire strike out in the open so I can land a quick hook on him, pull him into my team's backline, and hopefully we can just frag him down. And same goes for every other hero. You know, you put that barrier down in order to do a fire strike, it leaves you open to everything. It really does. So what I tend to do as Reinhardt, and you're going to see this on the screen, it's just been playing on a loop the whole time that I've been talking, is I like to start my fire strike, the animation for it. I like to start the animation for it before I actually turn a corner. Now this isn't always going to be applicable because sometimes there's just not a wall for you to do this around, or you're in the middle of a hectic team fight, you just don't have that kind of time. But when I know that there's an enemy team right around the corner, or if I can use a wall for cover, I tend to use that space to cover myself as I'm doing the animation for the fire strike, and as soon as I'm about to release the fire strike, I turn the corner to minimize the amount of time that the enemy team can see me without my barrier up. This allows Reinhardt to get off one of his best abilities, an essential ability, safely. So tip number 2 is what I like to call Reinherding, like a shepherd. Reinhardt can be a shepherd of death. Depending on what direction you're swinging his hammer, it'll push enemy targets left or right. So you can actually use this to push those opponents towards your team if they're out of position or overextended, to make them more vulnerable and easier targets for your DPS. As you can see in the first clip here, I missed the charge on this Mercy, but I know that she's going to be trying to head for that door, so I immediately swing and also move my mouse to the left to try and push her back towards my team. I knew that Mercy was trying to escape through that door, so I used my hammer swing to push her back towards my teammates. In this second clip here, we have a Junkrat. He's a little overextended, or he's on the high ground. He doesn't know I'm coming behind him, so not only do I use my body, I body block him here to prevent him from retreating. My hammer swings also push him forward and don't allow him to get away and into the safety of his territory, on the point. So this is a combination of body blocking and Reinherding to keep that Junkrat from getting away. So in this third and final clip, you're going to see this Zarya gets rezzed by the Mercy, which is, that's a terrible res first off. But my goal is to push her to the left, towards our spawn. This Zarya is going to die whether I do this or not, but I just want to show you the application when you should be thinking about hurting your opponents, and this is a good situation. You're going to see me do 2 left swings. So Reinhardt's first swing is from right to left, okay? If you continue to hold down M1, he'll then swing from left to right. So, and if I want Zarya to be pushed left, I click M1 to do 1 swing from right to left, I let go of M1, and then I press it again to do another right to left swing, because I'm trying to push her to the left. And you don't really see it that well in this particular clip, but that's the idea. You can see me actively trying to do this in this clip, push her to the left, so I do 2 right to left swings. The final and third tip is going to be barrier threading. This is a good technique to use if you're trying to increase Reinhardt's mobility for advancing or retreating also. So what you're going to do, as you can see in the clip here, is you're going to put your barrier up, block a little bit of damage, you're going to put your barrier down, take a jump forwards, and then put your barrier back up, take it down, jump forwards, put your barrier back up, and you're just going to keep doing that over and over again. Just keep watching the video. It's kind of hard to explain verbally, but just watch the video. You can see I'm really trying to push on this Orisa in this clip. And Orisa, it's really easy to do this against Orisa. Obviously, she can't move her barrier once she set it down, so it's really good to get aggro against that. So you just want to thread your barrier to increase your speed. Tell your team, hey guys, we're going in. And this does a couple more things than just increase Reinhardt's mobility. One, it's going to save his shield health, which we already talked about in the last tip, right? That should be your priority, keeping your barrier up. So by putting it up and down, you're not tanking as much damage. You're actually going to tank a little bit with your barrier, and you're also going to face tank a little bit of that. You're going to allow yourself to take some damage. So it's going to save some barrier health. It's also going to allow Reinhardt to take some damage, which will in turn give your supports some ultimate charge. When you take damage and your supports heal you, that just gets them closer to their ultimates, which can be team fight winning, you know? So it's doing so many productive things all at once. Increasing your mobility, decreasing your amount of damage you're taking on your barrier, and it's charging your support ultimates. All while you're just getting super aggro and allowing your DPS to scoot up and hopefully get some picks and win the team fight. Okay guys, that's going to do it for this segment of NSR. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned something. Congratulations, you just got better at the game. If you liked the video, please give it a like so I know that I'm doing a good job. Comment down below what you think and make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.